Welcome to Moonshine and Music, Paul Bertsch. It's good to have you here.
Thank you, Joe. It's good to be here. I really appreciate the opportunity.
So, we're here in the Rick's Theater in Greenfield, and apparently you grew up here in this town?
I did. Grew up in Greenfield, yeah, much of my life.
Really. Did you go to Greenfield Central?
I went to Greenfield Central. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you were in the Central or the Greenfield era because that.
I did make the Greenfield Central.
All
era,
right.
But when I lived in like Terre Haute, and I love Terre Haute, we raised my kids in Terre Haute. It's a great town. It's not a great live music place, and it's not great for original music. So 10 years ago, I moved to Bloomington, and it was like the doors open to opportunities for live music in general and original music too. And that was super helpful, just to have meet other writers, meet other artists who were recording, doing original, and to have actual venues where the intent was to actually listen to the music.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just great to have that. In fact, I enjoyed it so much that I started a summer deck concert series at my home, a house concert series where I bring in original artists and they perform we have a large deck at our house and just do some wonderful outside music in the summer and fall.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
House shows are kind of my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, they are great. They've been some really special evenings and some really fine talent. Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's such a nice back and forth when you're, because nobody feels like they're separated from you.
Oh, you're really right there. Yeah, you're really right there.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like to get in a few of them a year myself. So,
yeah.
So, what, like you said, you did the Hoosier Original Music Association.
Yeah.
What's that organization about?
Yeah, so HUMAC is what they're short for, but they're really trying to advance original music in Indiana, and they do an annual one-day conference called Farmet. So they're related. They're actually connected to Folk Alliance International and Folk Alliance Midwest region, and they have the one-day conference that we've done in Nashville and in Bloomington, and next year it'll be in South Bend, so it travels a little bit, and it's just a great place to meet other artists, to learn a little bit about your craft. So there's a showcase twice a month. In fact, we just had it this last Tuesday down in Bloomington, and people can apply, and we have a big backlog of people applying, but we get
very sure.
It's how it goes. But we have 3 artists that perform every other Tuesday night at Sleepers Bar.
Well, Tuesday night's a good night to be able to book, actually, because when you do Fridays or Saturdays, it's hard to find, like, even people when they want to do it, like, I'd love to do it, and they're just not around. No. I already got something on that day. I already got something on that day.
No, it's really great to have a couple of weekday options. And Cosmic Songwriters, it's the same way they do theirs on Wednesday night in Bloomington. So it's nice to have some midweek options.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So back onto your music, do you have like a couple of songs that you've written that you're gonna like perform tonight that you want us to pay attention to, or you're like, hey, highlight this one, I really like that one?
I just in late October I released this new album called The Listening Room, and I'll be playing the title track tonight to The Listening Room. So it really kind of captures what the album's about, because we okay?
Yeah.
Because the whole set of songs really came about with these singer-songwriter venues that I've really appreciated, and all the songs kind of would fit into that kind of context. So The Listening Room is about all the amazing artists that I feel like I've met in the last recent years, and just how appreciative I am to even have a small voice in the arts community in Bloomington and Brown County as well.
I played down in Brown County at the the gazebo on the other end of the Chris Kendall Market?
I did that too for Chris Kendall Market.
That's what I was going to say. You were on a different day.
Yeah,
I was on
I did
Saturday. You were on Sunday.
I did Saturday. Yeah.
And so that was a really fun thing. I love doing that. I did it last year too.
Okay.
This year was colder. But
they had the fire going. They had
a good fire going.
Yeah. That's a blend.
It was so warm that I was like, I was like, man, I'm getting a little warm. I should not be warm. It's cold out here. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Marla's awesome.
Yeah. I really appreciate her organizing.
She has such great spirit for the whole music scene.
She really does.
And so she's wonderful. It's great.
Yeah.
But did you have fun playing it?
I did. Yeah, it was great. It was people are coming in and out just like they do in Nashville, Little Nashville, and people are shopping and people stop in and.
It just felt so festive. It's really cool. Yeah. Like we're doing a Christmas show theme tonight too.
Yeah.
But it's like really. I find that like so. It feels like I'm in a Hallmark movie when I'm there.
Yes, well, they've worked hard at that. They've worked hard at creating the Hallmark movie feel. Sure.
It totally feels that way.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I just stepped onto the set with Lacey Shaber. All right, well, you ready to get out there and play some songs?
I am looking forward to it.
Thanks for coming on the podcast, Paul Bertsch, right now on Moonshine and Music.
Going to take us to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan with this song. Went there for about 35 years of my life. I went up to the Upper Peninsula every spring and finally got a song out of it. So. Here's another song about finding myself in the great north woods, in the wilderness, just 1 hour north of the Mackinac Bridge, where I learned how to sail and I learned how to fish. The snow's nearly gone, bring on spring, well I'll be leaving soon. And Sault Ste. Marie. Here's another song about getting back to nature and hearing from God, 'cause sooner or later we all have to reckon with how we have measured success in our lives and what we have treasured. I'd never start this truck if I didn't believe that something good is waiting in Sault Ste. Marie. In Sault Ste. Marie. And here's another song about trying to live right, leaving my shadows and stepping in the light. Well, I walk the same shorelines that hold fond memories. I recall one time I had an epiphany. Will it could happen again? Just you wait and see, anticipation's coming for Sault Ste. Marie, Sault Ste. Marie, Sault Ste. Marie, Sault Ste. Marie. These Midwestern winters, so gray and so dreary, my Christmas lights are still up in mid-February. It's dark when I wake, dark when I get home. The only light I see is the light on my phone. My mind starts to wander to where I'd rather be. I'm making my plans to go to Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie. I've an old friend there, he built a cabin made of timbers. We'll sing some folk songs once that we still remember, and we'll hike in the woods and search for more else. Sometimes we fill bags, then fry them up ourselves. Time moves a little slower here in the UP. I'm in a hurry to get there. Sault Ste. Marie, Sault Ste. Marie, Sault Ste. Marie, Sault Ste. Marie. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. So I actually grew up in Greenfield, so it's great to be home. And I was thinking, I think the last time I played a show like in Greenfield, I was probably like 21 years old. So it has been decades since I've done something like this in Greenfield. It's great, as they say with real bands, it's great to be back. But anyway, before I knew there was such a thing as the National Road Music Series, I wrote a song called, ironically, the National Road. And I lived here in Greenfield growing up, and I also lived in Terre Haute, which is also on the National Road. So hope you enjoy this one. I'm making my way down the National Road. I'm recalling my days on the National Road. There's the hometown hero, immortalized in bronze and stone. He's been standing at the courthouse spinning verse that the town don't even know. America moved west on the National Road. Outposts became small towns, one of them became my home. Little league and swimming pools, paper routes and lawns to be mowed. Yes, summer ends and school begins, that's life on the National Road. Well, the Pennsylvania Railroad don't run through here no more. I guess it ran out of time like the restaurants and department stores. Even that church on Main Street had to close its doors. Now instead of Sunday serving bread and wine, they serve craft beer and they're checking football scores. They said steer clear from bad company, only good trees bear good fruit. And if you wanna kill a weed, you got to kill it at the root. In this garden that we're growing, every seed you sow will come right back to you. Yeah, I'm making my way down the national road, and I'm recalling my days on the national road. While I'm never moving back, it don't mean it's not my home. It may be nowhere, but nowhere, somewhere, long as the sun shines and God is on his throne. Long as the sun shines and God is on his throne. Thanks so much.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Not Less Entertainment, copyright 2026. Produced by Joe Shelton, cameraman grip and stunt double Brent Lee Smith, production assistant Ray Hoskins, artwork by Bailey Shelton. Special thanks to the H.J. Ricks Center for the Arts and our hosts there, Tony Seiler and Heather Warnstaff. We'll see you next time on Moonshine and Music.